The future of Excel is officially here. Microsoft just released a new function that allows you to send prompts to AI directly from the cells of our worksheet and then returns the results back into the grid. In this video, we'll learn how to use the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function to generate lists, format data, perform sentiment analysis, and more. Let's get started. The LABS.GENERATIVEAI function is a custom function created by Excel Labs that allows us to send prompts that reference other cells in our worksheet to a generative AI model. For example, let's say we want to know what year Excel was created. Instead of exiting out of Excel, Google searching our question, and copying the answer back into our workbook, we can use the new LABS.GENERATIVEAI function. All we have to do is enter the function, select the question we want to send to AI as a prompt argument, and press enter to send it off. Within seconds, AI responds back and lets us know that Excel was created in 1985. It doesn't get much easier than that. And believe it or not, we are just getting started with this function's capabilities. But before I get too ahead of myself, you need to install the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function before you can use it. To do this, select Add-ins on the Home tab, click More Add-ins at the bottom, enter Excel Labs in the search box, click Add, and then follow the directions here to install the Excel Labs add-in. Once the add-in is installed, the Excel Labs window will pop up on the right with the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function front and center. Now just activate the function by clicking the Open button, opening the Configure API key dropdown, and then entering your OpenAI API key here. If you don't know where to find this key, log into your OpenAI account, select the API keys page from the left pane, and click the Create New Secret Key button. Now just enter any name for your secret key, make sure permissions are set to all, and click Create Secret Key. Finally, copy this API key into the Excel Labs pane in our workbook by clicking the Copy Code button, navigating back to Excel, and pasting the key into the OpenAI API key box. Now when you type equals LABS.GENERATIVEAI, the function should auto-populate. And as a quick overview, this function has 4 arguments. The first is the prompt argument, which is the prompt you want to send to the generative AI model. And the next 3 arguments are optional arguments that control the response from AI. The temperature argument controls the randomness of the response. The max token argument controls the output length, and the model argument determines which model to send the prompt to. Alright, enough housekeeping, let's see what this function can do. Here we have a list of product reviews for our shop, and we need to label each review as positive or negative based on the tone of the text. Instead of going through and labeling each review one by one, we can use the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function. Just enter the function and type the prompt that we want to send to AI in double quotes as the prompt argument. So I'm going to enter, describe this review as positive or negative, followed by a colon and a space. Now we need to add the review to the end of the prompt by referencing cell B3. So I'm going to enter double quotes to complete the text portion of our prompt, enter the ampersand symbol, and then select cell B3 to combine the text portion of our prompt with the review in cell B3. Now that our prompt is complete, we can just enter the function to send it off to AI. Within seconds, AI responds back and lets us know that the first review is positive, and now we can just fill this formula down the column to analyze the remaining reviews. As you can see, being able to reference cells within prompts is so valuable because we can easily fill the function to send multiple prompts to AI at once. If you're enjoying this video and want to learn how to leverage AI to master Excel, make sure to check out our new AI for Excel course. This course covers everything you need to know about AI in Excel and how to save hours using AI tools like ChatGPT, Copilot, AI-driven functions, and more. You'll learn how to use AI to write formulas, VBA code, Python in Excel, analyze and visualize data, and do virtually anything in Excel. If this sounds interesting, check out the link in the description below to learn more. Alright, back to the video. We can also use the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function to reformat data. For example, here we have a list of the 50 US states, and we need to return each state's two-letter state code. Just enter the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function, enter the prompt, return the two-letter state code for the state followed by a colon and a space in double quotes, and insert the state into the prompt by entering the ampersand symbol and selecting the state in cell B3. Now we can just fill this formula down the column, and we've officially reformatted all of these states into their state code, thanks to AI. Last but not least, let's take a look at how we can use the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function to generate lists in Excel. For example, we need to list the top 10 largest US states down column B. So let's go ahead and enter the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function and enter the prompt, list the 10 largest states, and see what the function comes back with. As you can see, the function listed the top 10 largest states, but it isn't quite in the correct format that we need. It numbered the states from 1 to 10 in cell B3, but we need each state to be in its own cell down column B. This is where we hit a limitation of the LABS.GENERATIVEAI function. As of now, it's not able to spill results into multiple cells, but we can utilize the text-split function to split the results. In order to use the text-split function, each value needs to be separated by a common delimiter, or in other words, a common character like a comma. So let's tweak our prompt a little bit and add separated by a comma to the end of the prompt. Now that each state is separated by a common character, we can use the text-split function to split the text at every comma by wrapping this function in the text-split function and entering the character that we want to split the text at as a row delimiter argument. In this case, each state is separated by a comma and a space, so we'll enter a comma and a space in double quotes and then enter the function. Now we have the top 10 states listed down column B with a little help from the text-split function. This function literally brings ChatGPT into the cells of your worksheet. If you want to learn how to leverage AI to accomplish anything in Excel in seconds, make sure to check out my new AI for Excel course link below to master ChatGPT, Copilot, all of the AI functions, and more. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to never miss a video.